Hey guys, welcome to episode 10. I gotta keep my intro short so I don't go over the time limit. So yeah, let's get right into this episode. Okay, hey guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do in this episode, well, I'm not gonna tell you yet. You'll see in just a second. So I've been working to get my magic to 80. I think I mentioned that in the last episode, so I can kill bots with the polyvore staff. And so I've been using my bursting method that I showed in the guide in that last video. But it's really expensive, and so I was originally going to do green dragons to get all my money. But I just got sick of it, and I kept getting PK'd, and it was just taking forever. So now I'm going to go to the GE, put my Ceradoman sword in there, see if it sells. And now I have 4.8 mil. So yeah, probably a pretty stupid move, but I am going to buy it back. And I just got 70 strength, so I'll be good without it because you can train attack and defense, which mainly I'm going to focus on defense now with the Abyssal Whip. So now it's time for me to start doing my bursting again until I can get to 80 magic. So, yeah. Okay, so one of the reasons I like doing those giant rock crabs is because they give a ton of gold charms. As you can see right there, I got that all in about like an hour and a half. So I've been using these gold charms to train my summoning, obviously, because it's about all they're good for. And what I've been making is I don't remember what they're called. I'll show you in just a second. Let's see. Granite crab. Now it only requires level 16, and I've already gotten up to level 38. But I like those because they don't require too many shards, and yeah, that's about it. They're pretty cheap to make. So here's how my run goes. I just do it in Taverly since there's no reason to do it in the other spot. No reason to do that yet. So I home teleport to Taverly. After each run it saves some of your run energy. And then I bank, deposit all this, withdraw all my iron ores, which I am mining those myself to get easy XP and save a bit of money. And then I just run back and do it all over again. I think I've showed this in one of my earlier episodes, but I wasn't exactly talking about which familiars I was making. And then also I have a pretty decent amount of green charms. I get those a lot from green dragons and stuff. And when I make those, they take like 50 shards each, so they're really, really expensive. But they also alch for more, which is what I do with all my pouches. I'll show you that in a sec. Okay, so now it's time for me to alch my pouches. The reason I alch them is because I don't like taking all the time to go to that guy in the ogre village, and I don't like taking the time to get them all exchanged for shards, which you'll still lose money anyways. And it's also free magic experience, and it's also I think they probably wouldn't sell that well on the Grand Exchange, so it's probably the best way to save some money. I don't know, I'm just gonna do it anyways. I think it's just mainly for the magic experience. So you may be wondering, why the heck am I going to this pyramid? Well, this is the place I have to switch back to the standard magics, and because I keep it on ancients pretty much all the time. So I'm just gonna pray at this altar, and then I'm just gonna alch here the rest of the time because I'm gonna change it back when I'm done. So I'm gonna stay here until I get some of my money back, and then I'll show you the next clips. Okay, so one of the other things I've been doing to train my magic, I don't know if you guys have seen this before. It's the, I don't know what it is, Birthrope Troll Invasion, I think. Anyways, you get like this book, fighting. Anyways, you get a book that gives you XP depending on your levels, and I think I can get like 40k XP for my my mage level. It doesn't matter what you train. So I have some claws here. I borrowed them. So see, there is a guy. So I'm just gonna. I've never actually used a claw spec before. And so basically, there's just tons and tons of tons and tons of waves of these trolls. And then when you're done, you can come over and drink at this thing, and you get your spec back, as well as all your health and your prayer. So it's pretty nice. And don't go too far past this path, because there are like trolls up on the mountains that'll kill you. So that's basically all you do. You complete as many waves as you can. And see, there's that guy coming down. And you're good to go. I guess there's really not much else to say other than that. So here really quickly is just a show of how much XP you can get from this minigame. And so in this one I did really bad. I died after 10 waves, which is only half of what you can get. But I still got from the book. This is for my magic level, so obviously the higher levels give you more experience. So I got 20k magic experience from this, and that was pretty good. And like I said, if you choose a lower level, you won't get that much experience, but it was still a nice help. And so yeah, I advise you try that minigame sometime. Okay, so after I got level 46 summoning, I decided to start using my Crimson Charms, and I was making Pyre Lords, I think that's what they're called. Anyways, they require like 111 shards per pouch, which is kind of a lot, but you get 5k experience per inventory, so they're really fast experience. And I had over 200 Crimson Charms from all the rock crabs and other guys that I've killed, so I had plenty of crimsons to go, or to get enough experience for a ton of summoning levels. So I found a better way to do my runs, and that's when you're done making your pouches, you home teleport to Birthrope, and then bank, and then home teleport to Falador. That way you can listen to the musician if you want your run back, and it makes it a lot faster. So anyways, I continued to do this until level 52 summoning, and then I think I'm gonna not train summoning for a while now, because I can now use the Spirit Terror Bird, and that should be good enough for now. So I finally did get 80 magic, and that obviously meant I could now use the Polypore Staff, which I've been looking forward to for a while. I finished it up mainly by alching, because I didn't want to spend more money to do more of the rock crabs, because it was costing me a ton of money, and I already had enough charms for 52 summoning anyway, so there was really no point in doing it. And so I was alching magic, or not magic, yew longbows, so really easy to get, and you don't lose much money. So here is my bot killing method. You're just going to take the canoe up like I did in my other green dragon method, and then you're going to sit. What I do is I sit here and wait until a bot runs by like this guy is now, and then you can freeze them with this entangle spell, and then they can't attack you. And see, here he would have taken the obelisk to somewhere else, and I probably wouldn't have gotten to get him. So I usually bring 24 water runes, 25 water runes, 25 earth runes, and then 20 nature runes, so that's 5 entangle casts. And see, when they start coming at you again, just freeze them again, and they can't attack you or run away to safety or anything. The reason I come up this far is because there's no need for tele blocking or anything, and it's also usually pretty open of other guys killing bots. There's usually not that many there, and there's plenty of bots here, so that's why I do it. Here, when they start to attack you, you can also pray melee. Make sure your quick prayer is set to pray melee as well as protect items so you don't lose your staff. And then you just kill them and you're good to go. You can summon your terror bird or whatever familiar you're using if you want. But the great thing about waiting for them to bank is you always get a full inventory, so there's really no need for it unless you really want to, because see, this will fill up my whole inventory and then I can go bank right away. So it's your choice. So I found this is not that great of money for me because I have to wait up to like 5 minutes sometimes for a bot to come by, and so I'm not getting kills that often, and however, it is really fun, so I'm motivated to like keep doing it and stuff, and so I do get lots of bones and hides after a while, so that's why I like to do this, because it's 10 times more fun than anything else I've ever done. And so yeah, I'll just keep doing it and keep making more money until I have enough to buy back my Ceridon sword or do whatever else I want to spend my money on. Now, I'm not selling the bones because I'm using them for prayer, which I'll show a clip for that in just a second. So my profit is a ton less than it would be if I sold the bones, because when I could make like 2 mil, I'll probably only make like 800k because the hides are much less, but that's okay because I'm getting tons and tons of prayer experience. So once you're ready to go back up and do another run, you just use the obelisk like I did in the other green dragon method I showed you, and then you can come to the bank, get your runes back. And if you need to, there's one of those smaller obelisks or whatever that you can recharge your summoning points on right here by this bridge, and then you're ready to take a canoe back up and do it again. So like I just said, I'm using all of my dragon bones for prayer. So the way that I get the most experience is obviously using a gilded altar. I know you've probably heard of that before. So I come to World 31, which is the house parties. Then you can just home teleport to Yanail, or however the heck you're supposed to say it. And then usually there's lots of spammers outside of the portal. You don't even need to join any friends chat or anything. There's up to like 3 spammers that are telling you like gilded altar and mounted glory at, and then you put in that person's name, and then you can just click on it again if that's what you put in last time. And then you'll go to somebody else's house where they already have an altar for you, and you just use your bones on the altar. Obviously, I know everybody here knows about it. So you get like 250 or 262 or something like that. You get that much experience per dragon bones. So when I was done, I had just over 300 bones. Here you can see I got a level right off the bat. When I was done using all my bones, I got to level 53. So it's really fast experience, and I find it a nice little break from anything else because it's kind of relaxing, I guess. I don't know. So when you're done burying all these bones, or not burying them, using them on the altar, you want to make sure you find a house that has a mounted glory, which most of them have. You can see the people to the left of me using it right there. And then you can just, they have unlimited charges, so you can go over and use it and teleport to Edgeville to bank, and then home teleport back to Yanail, and you're ready to do the run again. So that's what I'm going to be doing with all of my dragon bones. And since prayer is one of my big goals, and so yeah, so like I said before, I gotta keep this quick, so I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next episode.